Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Married at First Sight UK Season 7, Episode 3 and 4. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. I think the way I'm going to do it is talk about the weddings in Episode 4 first, and then talk about the honeymoons in Episode 3. So we're going to start with Laura and Richie. Laura is an unlucky, in-love Canadian who's matched with a free-spirited musician.
The guy that tried to move his mum in on the second date. The guy that told me he was a tattoo artist and may or may not have been a hitman. I have a lot of men's names tattooed on me. If this doesn't work, I am done with love. I pick people that are absolutely no good for me or not suited for me. It's a pattern of behavior I can't seem to stop.
Sex, drugs and rock and roll. I don't remember the rock and roll. I've always felt free to go wherever I want, whenever I want. But I also feel quite lost as a result. It makes me feel a little bit sad because I've got a massive heart and I've never truly opened up, and I am desperate to do that. I want to experience vulnerability, but I don't want it to be uncomfortable.
Guess what? It will be.
Oh, God.
When I see these two, I feel like these are two kites without strings. They are both going to be flailing in the wind with no direction. I don't want to say no direction because they are adults. But you're going to need somebody who's an anchor in the relationship, and it seems like they both want to be the kite. Who's going to be the string? There wasn't too much on this couple. The attraction was there more so on his side than hers. She said she wouldn't necessarily turn her head for him, but he's not bad looking. The issue with this couple is, what's her name? Laura. Laura's son, Jaden, I think his name is, he has seen both of his parents be married multiple times, so he's very skeptical when it comes to love.
Both parents divorced a bunch of times, so it's hard to get a positive outlook on it.
How are you?
I'm good. Are you my new dad?
Potentially.
After the 13th boyfriend, you're on high alert.
Your mum, she said you play bass.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
No, we basically go for the whole idea of like a punk band. Music's key to my heart. Instantly, I like connected with him on that level.
The good thing is he was won over by Richie. I don't know how, don't know why, because it seemed like he was very against this whole process, let alone it being at first sight. But yeah, seeing his mom get married multiple times before and his father didn't dissuade him from being on Richie's side. Apparently the parents flew in from Canada. They support every single one of her weddings, and they actually approve of Richie, contrary to her last unions. So I'm just like, I mean, that's great and all, but damn, how bad of a picker are you for them to now be on the side of somebody who was chosen on your behalf? Laura, your decisions, I'm questioning them. I think that was it. That was it on them. Moving on to PJ and Jess. Jess loves Harry Potter, like a lot. PJ also likes Harry Potter, but baby, this man is a stripper, has a child, and lives in his mother's basement.
And I've even got Daniel Radcliffe's face tattooed on the side of my leg with Hogwarts and everything. If my new husband doesn't like Harry Potter, I'm going to stick him in a cloak, give him a wand, and I'm going to be like, we're watching a marathon, hun. I was in a 5-year relationship with my ex until he slept with my dad's ex-wife when I was asleep upstairs, and unfortunately I had to walk down into it.
So it's so important that you're with someone who is trustworthy.
Yeah, that is my number one thing.
I've been single for just coming up to a year now. That's one of the main reasons why I'm here. Fed up of being alone. Just want to settle, be happy, go home, put Harry Potter on and chill. I am a performer, I am a dancer, I am a stripper.
He is 1 year out of a 7-year relationship. People can heal in a year, I'm sure, but they had a child in that relationship. I don't know. She also was in a 6-year relationship, and I honestly feel like the experts only matched them together because they've both been in long relationships and they both love Harry Potter. And if that turns out to be the reason, oh my gosh, where do I sign up to be an expert? Truly, because I could find 2 people who love to play hockey and say you're meant to be, or find a woman who's an atheist, pair her up with a Christian and say, well, they can meet in the middle. At the wedding, they are immediately attracted to each other, which is great, but both their vows reference Harry Potter.
I hope my love for Harry Potter doesn't put you off.
As my hero, Albus Dumbledore said,
Women.
we are only as strong as we are united and as we are divided.
still like it better than the US version. I'm never gonna take that away from the UK and the Australian version. It's so much better. It's less gimmicky for me. Yes, a lot of those people are actors. Yes, these marriages aren't even legal. However, first of all, America's wild for those relationships to be legal in the first place. But I like that there's at least some commentary that we can take. Like sometimes in the US, I'm just like, come on, like this seems like a joke. When they are taking photos, she lets him know, no, he lets her know that he is a stripper.
No, you're not.
I am.
Oh, fuck off.
No, I am.
Are you actually?
I am.
Oh, I just want to go home. I don't want to be here anymore.
You don't want to be with him?
No. He's a stripper and he lives at home with his mum.
Fuck off.
Same, Mom. Same. Because why are you going to sign up for this show? Not judging anybody's career, but you are a stripper. You live in your mother's basement. Like, it's giving deadbeat. It's giving not ready for a long, serious relationship, even if it wasn't marriage. Just in general, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. At the reception, the mom is giving him a grilling, and rightfully so.
You get your kegs off and have women rub baby oil over you.
Oh, no, they're not allowed.
When I saw D-boys, that's what they got them up on the stage to do.
Everything's
and so I have
changed.
my daughter sitting at home on a Saturday night while you've got another woman rubbing oil on you. Where would you see yourself in 5 years' time?
Good question.
I have a lot of them. Sort your bloody life out so you can look after my daughter.
Needed to do it, you know? I've got a little boy and it was my only income at the time and I put my all in it.
I'm on the mom's side because she says you need to be able to be the kind of person who could take care of my daughter. Like, who am I giving my daughter off to? And I agree. Are we going to live in your mom's basement together? And he always likes to pretty it up. I'm a dancer, but I guess most would call it a strip. You're a stripper, okay? You said at the end of the night, your ding-a-ling is the one that's on display. You're a stripper, okay? Eventually he was able to win both, what's her name? Jess and the mother over. But I got my eye on you, PJ. On to the honeymoons. We have Thomas and Adrian. Thomas, for some reason, feels like, oh, they have so many commonalities together, except for the fact that he's very boisterous and Adrian is very, for lack of a better term, we're going to use docile for now. Where he drew those conclusions that they're similar, I don't know, because the honeymoon just further emphasized the fact that his loudness is muting Adrian.
I really hope that Adrian's hiding his personality in that fringe.
Welcome to the Thomas Show.
Oh, fuck! It's maybe a bit one-sided, the effort of trying to establish a relationship.
I'm scared to say how I'm feeling because I don't want to upset you. When you speak, though, it's so performative.
I am what I am. If you don't like it, that's tough, Tissy. You earn yours, then stop lying.
Use things like I am what I am, this and that, in order to
tell
justify
me what
your
to
behavior.
do.
I'm with Adrian. Thomas wants to be understood, but doesn't take the time to understand. And that's not fair to your partner. You need to be able to give what you're requesting from them. Otherwise, like, what are we doing here? It's a partnership. It's a give and take. It's a back and forth. And for him to be like, this is who I am. This is who I am. Da-da-da. That's great that that's who you are. But that doesn't absolve you from character development. That doesn't absolve you from trying to see your partner's perspective and show up better in their relationship. Adrian also could have spoken up a little bit more and not felt like, oh, I don't want to say anything to step on his toes or whatever. I get what he was trying to do, but those first couple days, they were kind of living in contempt because, you know, he was biting his tongue when really he wanted to say something and just thought Thomas's personality was very overpowering. They have buried the hatchet, and Thomas says that the reason why he's so full on is potentially like a defense mechanism.
I think you have come along with your
Armour.
which is the glitz, the glam.
And I try and protect myself from rejection.
Yeah.
I'm mostly to blame because I've got bigger and bigger because I want to be more and more defensive because I don't know what to do.
I've got quieter and quieter and quieter.
Yeah.
So I then haven't been able to communicate with you.
and you haven't been able
Yeah.
to communicate with me.
I didn't expect Thomas to open up like that soon. I thought for sure he would have been rah like the whole honeymoon, but him breaking down his walls and letting in Adrian allowed them to have a better experience after that. He did mention in the matchmaking that he wanted somebody who was a safe space for him, and Adrian wants to be that safe space, but Thomas, you also have to be a safe space for Adrian. And next is Shanita and Jordan. Things are just great between them. The sexual tension is building. The attraction is growing. They had a boat date where they were talking about their childhood. Oh, they are just perfect.
Poor, right. You feel naughty?
I'm a very naughty girl.
I always used to kind of envy, as a kid, people who were in more of a traditional family and had like that proper setup.
All the crap just helped make me who I am. I want a safe and happy home.
Yeah, exactly. We want to be the husband and wife we both kind of imagined.
That then helps me see the deeper side of him.
I love that they are just being open with each other. You don't need to bare your entire soul with a person, but show that you're a human being. You know, I've been through some things. I'm a little bit jaded, or these things make me happy. These things make me sad. This is where I come from. Like, let somebody in. And the connection between them has just, you know, hey, it's been going and going and going. And they went all the way.
Became a lot more friendly. I don't know why I'm like this.
No, I definitely did not consummate the marriage. No, definitely never. Didn't happen.
I am their number one fan. I'm their number one fan. I need them to work it out. If it doesn't work out, I'll actually be heartbroken because I feel like there's great potential here. Even if they don't, you know, go on to be married after the show, I think this will be a really good relationship to look back on and be like, wow, I loved experiencing what we experienced. Next is April and George. Man, George is so dramatic, you guys. I'm gonna dub him the drama queen, okay? He's right there next to Thomas. But before I get into the drama of it all, so they have shared their first kiss. The vibes are kind of great between them. However, April is feeling a little bit suffocated by George.
We've been having such a good time. I'm super mindful of things getting carried away. Like, I don't want things to move too fast and then we both lose that chemistry. It's just hit me a bit and I'm just a bit overwhelmed with everything. I thought he would understand and appreciate my honesty.
I'm sorry that you felt like that. I'm not going to apologise for me and the way I am, because I'm not going to change me.
I'm not asking you to change.
Well, here's the space then.
I never understand why people sign up for a process that is immersive and then get shocked at how intense it is. Like, yeah, you're now married. The person is going to be around all the time. You're going to have to share your feelings pretty quickly with a stranger. Why are you shocked? Why are you shocked? They end up burying the hatchet as well for a moment. And they were like having drinks at the pool with some other people playing Truth or Dare. George leaves for a moment and comes back witnessing April kissing another girl through a dare.
I woke up this morning numb and cold. She'd been intimate with somebody else.
But you told me that you kissed her.
Yeah, because that was a dare.
What do you mean all playing dares and stuff? Was it more than just her?
No, of course not. Didn't even think anything of it.
Okay.
Like, it really was nothing.
Now, George, the way that he framed it was like he stepped away and she slept with someone. Like, I was thinking, oh my gosh, like, how do you have sex with somebody so quick? But it was a kiss during a dare. Granted, for a lot of people, that is a relationship violation. I understand. But if y'all were all playing Truth or Dare, then I could see why April is like, I don't understand how this became an issue. And for George to be like, she was intimate with someone. If you don't cut the theatrics, intimate with someone else implies sexual relations. This was not that. It's going to be a long road between these two. a long road. She has feelings of not feeling enough. He has feelings of not feeling enough. They're gonna come together. It's not gonna be enough. Last but not least, we have Whitney and Duca. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I know that we're quick to judge Whitney, rightfully so. But when she explains Duca's behavior, I can kind of see it. Okay, so she says that he is very showman. I don't see the showman part. I don't. But she says behind cameras, off camera, he's a different person. He's a little bit more mean. He throws digs at her, and she doesn't like that he's two-faced.
I'm like here, and he's like here. You're like the opposite of me.
Yin and yang though, right?
You are super agreeable. Are you like that with everyone?
I'm like that with the people that I'm very close to.
Of course, I'm gonna agree with quite a few things because I'm also a nice person with a good heart.
Yeah.
You know?
When it's just us, the mask slips a bit.
Off camera, I'm the same person as I am on camera. We're supposed to be on honeymoon, and it's almost ruining the experience.
Where I have to side-eye her is just like Thomas. She says, I am who I am. Okay, you can be who you are and still be a good person to other people. That doesn't justify your bad behavior. So I don't know who has coddled her in this life and just made her think that being rude and claiming it as that's you being authentic is okay. It's not okay, especially in relationships. However, Duca did say that he is a Jack the Lad kind of person. And based off what I know from watching UK television, a Jack the Lad can sometimes come off as a jerk or an asshole. So it doesn't surprise me that off camera, he has these tendencies that she's not a fan of, but we haven't seen on camera. So her mission is to poke and prod, which I don't agree with, but the mission was accomplished, to poke and prod to make sure his mask slips while on camera.
Yeah.
Okay, darling, that's fine. You're just not that person, which is why I then like jibe at you.
Yeah, it's been two different extremes. It's not the genuine me 100% of the
So
time.
it's like both sides, not the genuine you.
I'm the person in the middle.
Stop being fake. Just be you.
Ooh, Duca. I don't know if I would include the clip or not, just because, you know, I'm really cutting this episode down short. But basically, like, she was egging him on, saying, oh, I lost my ring. Oh my God, da-da-da, knowing that he would be upset about it. And he really started to show who he was. And he even admitted to the fact that he might be a little different on camera than he is off camera, which proves Whitney's point. Agree with her or not, she had some valid reasons for feeling how she did about Duca. I do think that she did prejudge him. Absolutely. But now she does have some justification to feel that way. So we'll see what happens between those two. Next episode is, do they do Sundays or is that just Australia? I think it's Monday to Thursday. We'll see how it goes. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.